Greetings, good people. My name is Dr. Venus Evans Winters, and welcome to the podcast, Writing What I Like, Fieldnotes of a Black Woman Scholar. And in this field note, I am going to introduce you all to mindfulness dating. But before we get started, I have a question. When is the last time you went on a date with yourself? As a matter of fact, have you ever dated yourself? So today, as a part of our 90-day mindfulness challenge, I want you to intentionally commit to dating yourself. You heard me right. I want you to intentionally commit to dating yourself. It doesn't matter if you are happily single or in a relationship already with someone else. For this part of our 90-day challenge, only for once a week, you are going to go on a date with yourself. You heard me right. You are going to go on a date with yourself. Now, during this 90-day challenge, you will decide where the date will take place, how long the date will last, and what you will be doing with yourself on the date. There is only one rule while dating yourself. Actually, it's two rules. One rule is that you cannot take anyone else along on your date. Not your best friend, not your partner, not even your children. You are the center of attention, and you need no distractions while you're on your date. So that's rule number one of the Date Yourself 90-day challenge. So you can't take anybody else on this date with you, and you have to center yourself in this challenge. Now, rule number two, your date with yourself must last at least 2 hours. Now, I already know what you're thinking. What in the hell am I going to do by myself and with myself for 2 hours? Well, in short, as my parents used to say, if you are bored, then you are boring. And that's exactly the point of this challenge. The point of the challenge is to challenge you to think more creatively. So the point of the challenge is for you to think more creatively, to be more creative. You don't have to be bored with yourself. So the point of the challenge is to become more creative, to give you space and the opportunity to explore what brings you joy, what brings you peace of mind, or even to allow yourself the opportunity to feel a sense of gratitude in the mundane. Now, why date yourself? That's probably what you're thinking. Why would I date myself? An easy answer is, how else would you get to know yourself? You date yourself to get to know your own quirks and qualms, your likes and dislikes, your passions and pet peeves. Now, for the creative, as you begin to rediscover yourself, your true self. So not your Instagram self, not the self who you are in front of family members or your homies. It's to learn about who you are. You will learn how to tap into those parts of yourself that make you unique, that actually make you you. So that's another point of dating yourself, to tap into yourself and to begin to uncover that aspect, that part of you that make you unique, again, that make you you. Now, as a researcher, my research questions are typically derived from reflecting on what brings me pleasure and what brings me pain. If or when I am in touch with my inner self, I begin to understand what causes me angst, what brings me that pain or that joy. And I am able to create research questions based or interest, not even if I don't have questions, but my research is derived from my own curiosities about the social world. Furthermore, as an author, I address topics in my writing that tend to bring bring to awareness those social challenges that plague women and girls, especially minoritized women and girls and people from low income communities. Also, in my writing, I try to provide solutions that will address those challenges that are confronting the multiply oppressed. And in order to come up with these writing topics and to confidently express my thoughts and to provide, possible solutions, I am required to be very self-aware, to be very self-reflective. So what does it mean to be self-aware? To be self-aware means to be knowledgeable about one's own physical presence, to be knowledgeable about one's emotions and habits of mind. And I would also add one's connectedness to a larger ecosystem beyond the self, including, like, I'm thinking water, plant life, and even other animals. So again, for this 90-day challenge, only one time a week, y'all hear me? You taking notes? Only one time a week for 90 days or 3 months. I want you to date yourself. The one time a week for 90-day dating yourself challenge serves the purpose of improving upon your own self-awareness. Your increased, in my opinion, in my professional opinion, increased self-awareness will help you to become more conscientious and help you to tap into your creative powers. Okay. And I do believe that. I believe that in clinical spaces, when I'm helping people heal from trauma and other, mental health challenges. But I also believe, I use the same formula, when working with clients, who just want to perform at their highest capacity. And so remember, though, everybody has creative power. Even if they don't know it, or if they choose willingly or unwillingly not to tap into it, people have creative power. But it is very difficult, if not impossible, to survive in this world without tapping into your creative power. And, I think fair questions to ask is, who needs creative powers? Who needs creative powers to successfully survive and navigate this world personally and professionally? Now, without a doubt, creative artists like authors, painters, and musicians need creative power to create original work. But professionals like teachers, engineers, therapists, hairstylists, and other people who get paid to think creatively must constantly tap into their creative genius. However, people fail to realize the overall power of self-awareness in helping them, or helping non-identified creatives tap into their power. So you might be a non-identified creative, but you can conscientiously tap into that creative power, or you can tap into creative power to become an identifiable creative if that's what you so choose. And did you know that self-awareness, it also helps manage uncontrollable anger, reduce feelings of chronic anxiety, or even help people heal from a toxic relationship? Yes. Did you know that creativity can help you heal from toxic relationships, or even reduce, anxiety and depression? Yes, that's true. Self-awareness can help us even heal from a broken heart. Cue Whitney Houston. Where do broken hearts go? How do they find their way home? Well, they find their way home through self-awareness. So anyway, y'all get my point. And therefore, I created this 90-day dating challenge, date yourself challenge, to push you out of your comfort zone. I want you to get to know yourself, to recommit to yourself, and to draw upon creativity, to draw upon your own internal creativity in order to tap into yourself. So again, I'm going to repeat this. I want you to date yourself for only 2 hours a week. Okay, so date yourself one time a week for 2 hours, at least 2 hours, for 90 days. So that is the challenge. Date yourself for 90 days, one time a week, for at least 2 hours, or an hour and a half, 2 hours, okay? But nothing less than an hour and a half. Now, okay, so that is the end of this field note. And if you are going to join us on this challenge, please tag us on Twitter at Dr. V Evans Winters, or on Instagram at Empress Dr. V, and tell us about your decision to join us in the 90-day Date Yourself or Date Myself challenge, or tell us how it's going for you. All right, thank you for joining us in our journey on documenting, what it's like to intersect worlds.